have been trading for 6 years now, starting 2019, which was actually my first and the only red year of my trading journey. And since then, I have made 6 figures plus every single year from 2020 to 2024. Now, my goal for this year, 2025, is to surpass the profits of the prior 5 years and possibly reach the 7 figures mark. Now I know as a trader, I can't control how much money I make at the end of the year, but what I can control is the steps I'm going to take to reach that mark. And I know I need to change a few things about my trading, which is what I call my blueprint for trading success in 2025. Now, before we start, I don't want to sound like a furu because I haven't made 7 figures from trading myself. So how can my blueprint work? What I have done is make 6 figures in the past 5 years, every single year. And I know that what took me from being red to making 6 figures in a year won't be enough and won't be sufficient to take me from making 6 figures in a year to making 7 figures in a year. And there are quite a few things I would like to change about my trading. And I also know that most of you guys, my viewers, are trying to reach that 6 figures mark. So I'm going to share my current blueprint with you guys and also share the changes I'm going to be making to reach that 7 figures mark. Because even though I haven't made that much amount of money myself, I have been following a lot of traders online, those who have been making 7 figures for the past few years, and I have gained a lot of knowledge from that, which helped me to work on my own blueprint for trading success in 2025, and I want you guys to do the same after this video. This video will be divided into 4 steps, and just a disclaimer that the 4th step is the most important step, and you won't be able to understand the 4th step without the first 3 steps. So this is the video that you have to watch until the end. So let's start with the first step. Now, the first step is to reduce the number of trades, quality over quantity. Currently, I have a mindset of taking cash flow trades. So these are not playbook setups. These are not higher time frame setups. These are just intraday lower time frame setups. And I lower my position sizing on these setups, making $500 to $1,000. Yes, $1,000 is quite a lot if my goal is to make 6 figures. But if my goal is to make 7 figures, $1,000 won't be contributing much to my P&L at the end of the year. So I need to get rid of these cash flow trades. Now the question is why to get rid of these cash flow trades? Now again, if I make money $1,000, it's all bells and whistles, everything is good. But if I lose money, the loss is more than the monetary loss. It hits my confidence a bit. Now, if my confidence is low and the next opportunity, the next day itself, I see a playbook trade, I might not size up on that trade because of that loss in confidence, or even worse, I might lock in my profits a bit too early because of that loss in confidence. So because of these cash flow trades, even though they are not contributing much to my P&L at the end of the year, but if I lose money on these trades, they hit my confidence. Not a lot, but by a small margin, which is enough for me to mess up on my playbook trades. And this is what I call the opportunity cost, because even though I won't be losing a lot of money on these cash flow trades because of the smaller position sizing, but these trades cost me the opportunity to capitalize nicely on the playbook setups because of the loss in confidence. And that's why I will be trying my best to get rid of these cash flow trades and this mindset. Okay, so for the past few years, I have been averaging around 5 to 8 trades every single market open day. And my goal for 2025 is to lower it down to 2 to 3 trades. Be a sniper and not Arnold Schwarzenegger from the Terminator. And how to achieve that? The first step is to not to take the cash flow and the lower time frame setups. But the second step, which is more important for me because I have been messing up on this step, is not to take a trade every single day, because sometimes the volume is low in the market before or after the long weekends, the holiday season, or the market is waiting for FOMC, the volume is low. You don't have to take a trade every single day. That feeling of taking a trade every single day and making money from trading every single day needs to go. And this is also called the labor mindset. I talked about this mindset in my essential mindsets for trading success video. I'm going to make sure to link that video at the end of this video, because now if I don't take a trade on a few days when the market volume is low, it's going to help bring the average down to 2 to 3 trades a day. Because if and when I see these unicorn, these playbook setups, I might have to attempt 3 or 5 stabs on these setups. And if I'm not taking a trade on stupid days, low volume days, it's going to help to bring the average down. This now brings us to the second step of my blueprint to trading success, and that is size up even without the cushion. And this is vastly different to what I explained previously in one of my videos on risk management. I'm going to link that video at the end of this video. But that mindset helped me reach the 6 figures mark. But I think this mindset won't help me reach the 7 figures mark. Let me explain. So what is this cushion method and why do you need to get rid of it? The cushion method says that you're only allowed to size up if and when you are green for the week, for the month, for the year. So by default, this means that you have to size down at the beginning of the week, at the beginning of the month, and at the beginning of the year. This mindset was very important for me up until last year to reach that 6 figures mark. But as I told you, this mindset might not help me to reach the 7 figures mark. Let me explain. So for example, if you see a playbook setup on a Monday, should I size down on it? Because it's a unicorn trade, it's a playbook setup. If I see a playbook setup on the first day of the year, I already explained, I made a video on that setup. Tesla on 2nd of January, the first trading day of this year, was a playbook setup for me. I sized up on it. Earlier me, old Jay, wouldn't have sized up on that opportunity and most likely only made like $3,000 to $5,000. But I made $21,000 on that trade very first day of the year because I got rid of this mindset. This is because you don't know when these unicorn trades and these playbook setups are going to show up. It might happen on a Monday, it might happen on the first day of the month, it might happen on the first day of the year. So I don't want to be bound by this rule of lowering my position sizing at the start of the week, month or year. And now I also know that this step is a double-edged sword because if I'm in a drawdown, I have to lower my position sizing. So this step only allows me to increase my position sizing on a Monday or start of the month or start of the year if I'm on a hot streak. So if I'm on a hot streak, I'm making money, I'm only taking the playbook setups, I'm making good amount of money. I don't want to be bound by this rule of lowering my position sizing on a Monday because I'm on a hot streak already. And that is why this is a double-edged sword. If you know how to use it, you're going to be able to increase your profits exponentially. And the main criteria for this step is experience, unfortunately. Years of experience. So I have been working on my playbook for the past 6 years now. So I have a lot of confidence in my playbook and this playbook is suited to my personality. So I know when to size up and when to size down. But if you're a beginner trader, if you have been trading for less than 4 years or 3 years, I highly recommend you guys to follow the cushion method because it takes a lot of time to develop a playbook and it takes even more time to have trust in that playbook and confidence in that playbook so that you can size up on a Monday or start of the year. Now the third step is to diversify my strategy a bit. I might receive a lot of hate for it, for saying it, that I want to get a bit more into swing trading. Let me explain. Now, why swing trading? And this is to future-proof myself because I know I can easily make 7 figures, not easily, if I give it my enough time and attention. I can make 7 figures from day trading based on my strategy. But to make multi 7 figures from trading in the next few years, it's going to require swing trading. Because I have done a lot of research on the big money traders, the 7-figure traders. They make their big amount of money, their multi 7 figures money from a lot of swing trades. Okay, let's take an example. I trade options. So I see a lot of these trade opportunities. On these opportunities, I can make 6 figures by trading options, by day trading options based on my strategy if I take the correct position sizing and if I execute that trade really well. But making 7 figures or maybe even multi 6 figures on a day trade using options, it's difficult. And that's why you need to get a bit more into swing trading. And this is something I have been thinking about for a few months now because I already started working on my swing trading playbook. I haven't taken any positions yet, but I remember a few months ago, I even mentioned that in the Discord group that Meta looks amazing for a swing trade. And I remember the premiums moved approximately 1000% in like 3 or 4 days. So that means with an investment of $10,000, if you are risking say 30% of your investment or even 40% because it's a swing trade, a wider stop loss and wider profit target, that means you risk $4,000 in order to make $100,000 because if it's a 1000% winner, you can invest $10,000 and make $100,000. And that is the power of options. You just need to be correct about the direction of the stock and the time decay as well, how further out expiry contracts you have to take, etc. A lot of things go into options as well. But if I'm able to work on this playbook for the next few months and slowly start taking say 5 or 10 contracts in 2025, it's going to help me reach multi 7 figures mark in 2026 or 2027 or maybe even 2028. Again, I don't know how much money I'm going to make from trading, but these are the steps that will help me achieve my goal. And the other benefit of social media is that if you look at the 7-figure traders around you, a lot of these traders, they make their big money from swing trading. For example, I'm going to take an example of Omar Ashraf. He's a good friend of mine. So I have been studying him for a while because he is like 4 or 5 years further down the line. Like he has more experience than me. So I have been looking at his trading journey closely. He had a big Affirm trade, I think in 2021 or 22. He made like 600,000, something like that, multi 6 figures or maybe even 7 figures on that trade. That was a swing trade. Recently on Tesla, after the elections, he made multi 7 figures. That was also a swing trade. Right. So if you want to get into multi 7 figures mark, you need to incorporate a combination of day trading and swing trading. And that's why I think I'm very good with day trading now. I still have to improve every single day. I'm still improving every single day. But if I'm able to slowly incorporate swing trading into my arsenal with small position sizing, it's going to help me in the next few years. Coming to the final step of my blueprint to trading success is to have a daily routine that you love, a healthy daily routine, and stick to it. So this year, I will be saying no to a lot of things. And that is not because I hate my life, but because I love my routine. And that routine includes waking up early in the morning, sleeping at the right time. I go to bed around 9 or 10 p.m. and I wake up at 6 or 7 a.m. I lived in Australia for 7 years of my life. 9 p.m. is pretty standard there. But in Dubai, 9 p.m. is too early. You are like an old guy if you sleep at 9 p.m. Dubai normally sleeps around 2 a.m. but I just want to do what feels right to me, because if I sleep at 9 p.m. and if I wake up early in the morning around 6 or 7 a.m., I feel 10 times better and I feel 10 times more productive overall if I just wake up early in the morning, and that's what suits my body. I am a morning person. I just have to make peace with it and stick with it, and that means saying no to a lot of late nights and other things as well, because in 2024 I was doing the same thing from Monday to Friday, but over the weekends I'm going to be like, okay, let's have a late night. But in 2025 I'm going to be doubling down on it. I'm only going to have a late night if something really exciting is going on, maybe once in a month. So maybe 12 days in a year I'm allowed to have late nights. But apart from that, I love my daily routine. I love what I do every single day. I'm going to try my best to stick with it every single day of the year. As I mentioned earlier, this is one of the most important steps for me personally, because in 2024 it was actually the worst year of my life personally. I even posted about this on my Instagram, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that my dad passed away in 2024, but not a lot of you guys know that my mom also passed away same year in 2024, and it was like a huge shock for me personally. One was expected, the other one was unexpected, and there was a period for a few weeks I started smoking and drinking heavily just to numb the pain. But eventually, after a few weeks, I got into healthy ways of coping with my grief and my emotions. I might make a separate video on this topic, but for this video, I started meditating and eating healthy, taking care of my health, waking up early in the morning, journaling my emotions. I started working out, going for runs as well. So this daily routine helped me cope with the feeling of grief and the emotions I was going through back then. I'm still dealing with those emotions, and that's why this routine is non-negotiable for me. And this is the most important step for my own trading journey. Not only trading, for my life as well, because this routine helps me be happy in life, and that is the purpose of each and everyone's life. And that's why I can't emphasize the fact that you need to have a daily routine that you love. It's not like I'm only going to stick to this routine if I'm trading, and if I'm not trading, if I'm on the weekends, I'm not going to do this. No, like trading is a lifestyle. You need to have a lifestyle that helps you make money from trading. And this is one of my main goals for the year, to promote healthy lifestyle when it comes to trading, because I see a lot of these influencers is getting really, really messy now, that they are just smoking up joints like 10 in a day, drinking alcohol every single day, and just like this is their kind of coping mechanism. And especially this is common in the forex industry. A lot of these big forex traders, they are making multi-millions dollars by scamming people. You can just look them in their eye, and you can see that they are stoned. You can just do an eye test. And that's why like these traders, these influencers are taking money from these naive beginner traders, selling them a dream, and they are themselves stoned. They are not trading for a living, and they are making multi-millions from scamming people. So this is one of my goals, to just promote healthy lifestyle when it comes to trading. Because, for example, it's not only me. If you look at the other real prop traders, just look at the videos from SNB Capital. And if you look at them in their eyes, like look any of the traders in their eyes, do they look stoned to you? Do they look high to you? No. That is what it takes to make in the big leagues. Like you can't just smoke up and just be high 90% of your days and just make 7 figures from trading. No, it won't happen. So my goal for this year is to promote healthy lifestyle when it comes to trading and share the journey along with you guys. Saying that, before you go, like this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for a lot more content on day trading. And if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I'm going to be posting a lot of behind the scenes and my daily routine on my Instagram as well. The link will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.